This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. Enter. Here comes the Gypsy. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Clean jab. Hit him with the left jab. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in a headlight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. And this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Beautiful counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. What would you take? Here we go. It's round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
You gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. And Big Daddy Bo got rocked. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. That jab doesn't find a home. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the left hook. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Who's willing to go where the other? And the Big Daddy hits the floor. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Back at it in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about one.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That hook was off target. Can't find a home with that jab. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Oh, he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You'd like to see more jabs. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be...
Oh, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go... and down goes Fury. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Fury in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Here comes round 7. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. That big hook doesn't land. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. The jab doesn't quite connect. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Big hook doesn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Boss, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That right hook catching air. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision.